So one thing that I really don't like is the name ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Now, for people who are parents of children who have, the kids have ADHD, yes, this is very, very accurate at times when you're trying to get them to study and they have a total deficit of an ability to focus on what you have, and they're acting out and standing up in class. And I've worked with kids, I've taught kids that have this, and you think, my goodness, this kid definitely has a deficit and a disorder. However, one of the main principles in medicine is something we call do no harm. And the problem with giving a kid the label of ADHD is that it can give harm. Not because, obviously getting a diagnosis helps with treatment, but the name of the diagnosis, I think, is damaging for kids. At least it can be. If you tell a kid that they have a deficit and a disorder, they're likely to take this to heart. And what is it like to take the message of having a deficit and a disorder to heart? Well, it robs you of your confidence. It robs you of your hope. So one of the reasons why I have renamed the condition of ADHD in my book, when talking to kids, is classifying it as having an inventive mind and contrasting that to a person with ADHD as having a replicative mind, is because it gives back some of that hope and some of that confidence. If a kid sees the way that their mind works as being a deficit and a disorder, do you think they're really going to want to, have some big aspirations and dreams in life just so they can fail at them? Probably not. But if you tell them, your mind is an inventive mind, it's driven by discovery, novelty, and creativity, you think that's going to give them some confidence? I think so. At least I think it's more likely than telling your kid that they have a deficit and a disorder. So when you're talking to your kid, consider using the term, you have an inventive mind, and other people have replicative minds. And they might ask, well, what does replicative mean? Well, having a replicative mind, is also a good thing. It's just different. So replicative mind is a mind that is designed to replicate the same activity over and over again in order to achieve mastery and to get the desired consequences. So, for example, a person wants to have money and they want to have a good job and they want to be a good surgeon, let's say. Well, then they should do surgery over and over and over again in order to become a master and in order to get the same consequence over again, which is a successful surgery. But if you want to find somebody who is going to explore and find out the new ideas or ways of doing things and change things around and put some novelty in there, and they're driven by creativity and discovery, well, then you'd want somebody with an inventive mind. That doesn't mean that a person with ADHD cannot be a good surgeon, nor does it mean that a person with a replicative mind cannot discover new things. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that these different minds are geared for these sort of activities. It's something that comes naturally to them. Anyway, hope you take that to heart.